Hello and welcome to this SwiftGodot tutorial. In this video I'm going to set up a brand new Godot project with the Swift language bindings provided by the SwiftGodot project by Miguel de Casa. So this is an amazing project that lets you use the amazing program language Swift with the Godot game engine. So a couple prerequisites. I am now doing this tutorial on a Mac, so if you want to follow, you need to be on the Mac as well. And you need to have the Swift program language installed. And I'm going to use Xcode, which I advise you to do as well, because it will do a lot of the bootstrapping for us. And also when you install Xcode, you will get the Swift program language with that as well. And thirdly, you need to install Godot. And then it's important to have the normal version, not the .NET version. So I just repeat, it's really important to have the normal version, not the .NET. So with that in place, we can start to set up our project. Open Xcode and go to File and New and create a new package. Now inside the template selector, choose library, next. You can have a testing system if you want, it's not mandatory. And here we set the name of our game. So just call it test game. And of course the folder where you want it to be. And create. So now Xcode automatically opens our project. We have our first code file here, but we are going to look at the package description. And the first thing we need to do is to add a dependency. And that dependency is the Godot Swift bindings, the repository. So we add them right above targets and below products. So I will have this in the description, but this is the URL for the SwiftGodot repository. And the next thing we need to do is to add which platforms. So now it already comes up as a suggestion, so tab that. And then we need to specify that this is a dynamic library. Type, yeah, also suggestion, dynamic. Okay, so we need to also add the dependencies under the target. So we have our name of the game, test game. So then let's add dependencies. And the dependencies are SwiftGodot. Like that. And let's add some Swift settings, which is suppress warnings and stuff like that. Yeah, correct. So it already has a lot of this pre-suggested. Okay, then that should be good. Okay, so then let's go to our Swift file, the test game. Let's just import SwiftGodot. And we need to initialize the Swift extension. The types. Okay, yeah, so here is where we will actually put all the classes and things that we want to expose to Godot. So we are now going to test this. So let's go ahead and create just a new file. So let's make a test object. And we need to import SwiftGodot for the objects that we want to expose to Godot. And we need the Godot annotation, so let's the auto control is sometimes a bit annoying, but yeah, it is what it is. So let's make a class, test object, and here we can actually inherit from Godot types. As you see, the node, yeah. Okay, and now we have that, and we need to, let's make a function that we can also expose to Godot. So, callable function, test, and it will give a G-string, which is like a Godot string. So the Godot types have their own types, but you can all find all that in the, the SwiftGodot repository. Yeah, so I think that is a good enough suggestion. Yeah, we need to close it, of course. Like that. Okay. So we have our class test object, and this one we need to expose. So we go in our test game, or whatever you call your game, and in type here, yeah, we put test object dot self. So now we have some code here, but we need to create a GD extension. Next step is to open up Godot, and then we're going to create a new project. Let's call it test game, same as our Swift project, and to go to browse. And now we are going to find test game, which is the Swift project folder. Go in here, and next to sources we are going to create a new folder, just call it Godot, like so, and select current folder. Then go to the path and just remove the last test game, so the last folder in this chain is the Godot folder. Okay, and create. Now, when we go back to our Xcode project, we see that our Godot folder just appeared. So inside this one, we are going to create a new folder called bin. And inside here, let's create a new file. So now we're actually going to create the GD extension file. New empty file. So just make sure we take everything and just call it test game dot GD extension. Yeah. And inside here, let's write configuration. And then we need the entry symbol, Swift entry point. So it takes that from our test game Swift file. We can have a compatibility minimum. So 4.7, which is now our Godot project. We can test that. So this will be like the dynamic library files that will go inside our bin folder after the build. libSwiftGodot. Yeah. Okay, then that seems correct. So now we are going to also create some Symlinks. And Symlinks are quite interesting because they are files that just says the real file is over there. Okay, we are now going to set up the Symlinks, but first we need to build our Swift project. So let's cd into our project folder. So for me it's projects test game. And now I will build it. So Swift build. And now it will download everything from dependencies and all the things we need. Okay, when that is complete, click .open just so we can get open.build probably. Yeah, okay, and just because we need the path to our libraries, so it's inside here. So yeah, just note the path. So let's go back, and we are now going to cd into our bin folder in Godot. Just like so. And here we are going to create Symlinks. Now I just copied them from the last time I did this, so I'm just going to change a bit. The bottom one is libSwiftGodot, so that is standard. There are 2 lines for the 2 Symlinks that we're going to create. So the top one is libtest game. Yeah, so these files exist in the folder we just saw inside the build folder. So this is the full path. Start with ln-s, and then the full path like this, and then there is a space, and then we have the name of our Symlink file that will be inside the bin folder that we are in now. libtest game. So they should be named the same, like that. Yeah, and on the bottom it's the same thing, just another file. So when that is done, enter. And then let's go into Finder, into our bin folder, and make sure that they are there. Yeah, I just realized that of course now you can you couldn't see the folders while I was in the terminal. So anyways, when I clicked open build, yeah, I came into this build folder and then into this folder right here and debug, and here is the original library files created when we did the Swift build. So yeah, the 2 that we want to get over is the libtest game and yeah, libSwiftGodot. So these 2 dynamic library files. So anyways, and now that we create the Symlinks, let's check Godot and bin. Yeah, and here we have our 2 Symlinks. And we also now have the game extension, so these 3 files is all that we need. So all that is left to do now is to start up Godot. Okay, inside Godot here, let's try and check if we can actually use what we created. So let's create just a new scene. And let's add a child node. And let's see if our test object is here. And you see it is available in our list. and we had a function on it. What was the name? Yeah, just test. Okay. So let's go to our Node2D and create a script. Just on the ready function, we are going to take reference to our new test object and do the test. And also so that now the function came up as a suggestion. And we're going to wrap all this into a print. Like so. And let's play. And now you see on the print here, hello from Swift. So there you have it, guys. That's how you set up the Swift project. And remember, every time you add or change some code in Swift, build it in the terminal. And that's it. The Symlinks will do the rest. Yeah. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Goodbye.